is up, everybody? Disaster here. Thank you for coming back for another Disaster Piece Theater. And today I've got a bunch of stories for you, and I'm going to try to keep it quick and interesting. So let's pop it in and hit the power button. Let's stick our fingers in, get them. Let's stick the keys in the ignition and go for a ride. Let's grab this Vaseline and let's get this gas and set this house on fire. Let's steal this little baby candy. Let's spread our ass cheeks. Let's go back. So writer Akela Cooper, the writer of The Nun, is now penning a script for The Nun 2. Another scary movie in this paranormal universe. I mean, who doesn't want to see another one of these movies? I am so enthralled to learn about everything that has happened in between the first movie that came out all the way up to The Nun, to Nun 2, to Annabelle. This whole universe is really scary. This is the time when we're looking at Hollywood creating a bunch of Me Too movies. Creating a bunch of, I don't know what possibly to do to make any kind of money, so I'm just going to rehash something that we've already got. So hopefully this second movie will be a blockbuster smash, kind of like Annabelle 2 is better than Annabelle 1. Hopefully The Nun 2 is better than The Nun 1, because in The Nun 1, she pretty much didn't do anything but scare you. She'd jump scare you. You'd be sitting there, shit, and she'd scare you. Like that. Simple. It's not even that type of thing where, you were watching and you were like, oh, this is, the scariest movie I've ever seen. You were like, oh, she jump scared me 20 seconds ago. And now the whole rest of the movie is about like some people in the woods or at a church or just looking around this old church in the woods. Like this is ridiculous. So they need to work on the premise a little bit. I'm also very interested in seeing what each one of these special little trinkets they have in this storehouse room does. Each one of them is some kind of cursed, possessed object. They can make movies for years. The cursed toothpick, the cursed slice of bread, the cursed transformer, the cursed curse. I hate to see the one with the cursed tampon. Oh, that had to be. But The Nun is very scary, and I think if they go and add some more elements to her scariness and make her more effective, they really could have something new in their hands. We've come way past the days of having like the 80s monster that stalks you, and this kind of is reminiscent of that. She stalks the people that she wants to kill, I guess, and she's a ghost. So physically, she can't really do anything to you, but she can scare you like out of a window, or like maybe down a flight of stairs, or maybe to like kiss Lindsay Lohan or something. Just one of them situations where you stuck between a rock and a hard place where the ghost is coming and Lindsay Lohan is there. The only way you can get past her is kiss her. I'm coming, ghosty! So NASA crazy is all fuck NASA is, which is good because it helps us to understand things that we would never understand, like space and travel and all kind of things NASA has done to actually help us in the world. It comes at the expense of animals sometimes, shown here and in the links in the description. They wanted to find out what the weightlessness of space would do to mice. Would they stay on their routine? Would they try to figure out what's going on? And pretty much they stayed on their routine, except in this one case where I guess space turned this rat to Dale Earnhardt Jr. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. He is tripping. He's like, get me the hell out of here. Dude, you're running on the wall. You're spider rat, spider mouse. Mousy spider. Yeah, enjoy that shit, man. You don't come back home to Earth and be fucked up. I can't run on the walls. This is bullshit. Put me back in space. But NASA says, no harm came to the mouse, the mice, the mouses, the mouse mices, the mooses, the mices, the mices. Nothing happened to them. They enjoyed their time in space, and everything was hunky-dory with the mice after they exploded. Again, I'm talking about Casey Neistat, YouTuber who I really admire because he makes fantastic videos. He makes my videos look like shit, and that makes me hate him very much. No, I'm just kidding. I love Casey Neistat. And he is doing an interview with another YouTube huge person, Mr. Beast. Another person I'm subscribed to. Love Mr. Beast's channel. He does great philanthropy work and is also does very stupid things. Those are his words, not mine. But we have an interview here, and basically the interview says that Mr. Beast is spending almost like $2 million in 12 months. That's how much it costs to be Mr. Beast. $2 million in 12 months, and giving away to charity and to waitresses and people who deliver pizzas. Just crazy stuff that you wouldn't normally see a YouTuber do with a whole stack of money. And to be honest with you, it's very interesting because if you were given a large sum of money, depending where you come from in life, how you've lived your life, and how life has treated you, and how you view life has treated you, you may be inclined to go, I'm going to take this money and I'm about to go live. I'm about to buy 20 pounds of weed, 60 pounds of food, 20 goats, 50 cows and a farm and die somewhere in Nebraska. Is it hard to live in Nebraska? And die in the middle of Texas where it's hot. Most people wouldn't think to take that money and turn around and do something good with it, like give it to somebody who actually needs it. Like, I really wish I could do those sorts of things. I've always wanted to help people. I've said this before in videos. I've always wanted to help people, but I never really knew the correct vein to do it. And giving away money is just the same thing as charity. Only difference is you actually get to see the people's faces that you give the money to. So I applaud Mr. Beast, A, for that, and B, being a commander in the 9-year-old army as well. Us co-commanders got to stay together. Also with Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, I'll be contacting and getting those guys together so we can have our roundtable meeting quarterly. To make sure that we keep our king PewDiePie high on the scale above everyone else. So check those two guys out, and yeah, if you want to be Mr. Beast, better get the cracking on that 2 million, buddy. So another YouTuber, Tfue, says he's giving up Fortnite after this next world tournament or whatever. He is done. He says he doesn't need to make any more money off Fortnite. He's made enough, and off of just in general, he's made enough money. He's done. He's done. He's made enough money. Taking over YouTube. Nobody watches any other games with me. I'm the greatest ever. I'm just give it up. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's so crazy to me because I feel like anything that you're doing that's successful, that's gotten you to a place where you are, continue to do that. I mean, if you're looking for new avenues or new things to do to keep people, close to you, just do them. Just do extra stuff. Work. I mean, it's not hard to play games. I do YouTube too. I know. You make videos and you add shit to them. You take shit out. Then we get it. Simple. And sometimes it's just time consuming, but it's pretty simple. So if there's other stuff that you want to do, just do it. And hopefully people, glom onto it and go, yeah, man, that's cool. Look at PewDiePie. He's changed his channel multiple times because he's had to in order to adapt and survive in YouTube's atmosphere. And that's what most of us should be doing. If we're trying things and they aren't working or they're getting to the point where we're tired of doing them, change your style up. You may lose followers. Everyone's afraid of that. Oh, I worked so hard to get these followers. Okay, well, you'll gain new followers. New people will come aboard. Your life is going to change. It can't stay the same. Because if it did, you'd be a fucked up sociopath. I say enjoy the place in the lane that you have built for yourself and that you're in. And if you feel like you need to branch out, man, you can look around because it's a lot of different things that a lot of people aren't doing and that you could take advantage of, gaming wise or other. Don't pigeonhole yourself. That affects everyone in our atmosphere because mental health is the highest thing on YouTube. Mental health. Doing YouTube will affect your mental health. Playing Fortnite all the time will affect your mental health. So make sure you're healthy and happy with what you're doing. Well. Come to find out, millennials lie more than anybody else when it comes to job interviews and on their resumes. What a shame. What a shame. The highest things that, millennials lie about is like their work experience, their dates of employment, their job titles, their references, their college education, their responsibilities, their previous roles, their GPA, and their internship experiences. You know what this says to me, though? I remember back in the day when everyone lied about all those things. They had to because you wanted to make yourself look good on an application. The only difference is back then they didn't have the access to all the information to be able to find out that you're a goddamn liar. There's nothing worse than staring a person in the face and, oh, so you went to medical school, huh? Yes, I attended the prestigious University of Hearts and Kidneys, North Carolina. Oh, says here you didn't graduate high school. Yeah, I feel like a lot of time if you work really hard on building a resume and it's all truthful and honest, I mean, you're probably going to get a pretty decent job. Sometimes these places are lazy and they don't check. But if you lie on them too, there's a small percentage you may get a job that you were looking for that you weren't even qualified for. It happens all the time. So that's why people are doing it. It's not just the millennials. I think the millennials are just better at using information and finding information online and using it to their advantage. Per se, using someone else's resume that they may have written and copying and pasting their information into it to make it sound awesome. Which one of us can say we're not guilty of doing that? And for my last story, a massive leak has hit the internet for Marvel's Endgame. If you want to see what is going to happen in the theaters when the movie comes out, do not watch this at all. This is everything that I see. Here's the thing with me. I have a superpower which is called super selective memory. I can watch something like the trailer, see all of it, and then when the movie comes out, go bloop, I don't remember nothing. I'm going to watch this movie. It was fantastic. Anything that I saw before, this is all brand new. That's how you can still enjoy it. If you see this, it will spoil everything. Just don't even watch it. Just listen to my words. Endgame is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be great. If you do want to watch it and you have the same superpower I do, the links are in the description. That's on you, all right? This may end your game for Marvel. I saw a lot of good stuff, though. Let me tell you. I mean, I could just, I want to so bad just tell you guys so many details that I know right now. I won't do it, though. I won't do it. I want to see the movie just like everybody else. But again, if you can't wait and your mouth is salivating, you got Marvel steak in front of your face and you just want to, this'll do it for you. Just remember I told you, forget everything you saw when the movie comes out, alright? Damn, there's gotta be some other shit. Yeah, I meant news, penis. And I'm on this story because that was my last story and I just had to look up a new story. Sony is revealing that they are going to be dropping pretty soon the PlayStation 5. It's going to have 8K graphics, ray tracing technology, SSDs, and PS4 backwards compatibility. It said that it's going to be the greatest gaming system of all time. It's gonna have the ability to shoot cars and planes and trains and toast and play games. I don't know about you, but PS4, PS3, 2, 1 has had such a significant impact on my life that I almost feel like I just have to buy a PS5. My PS4 I barely use that much. I was always gaming on either my computer or my Xbox. So I didn't have a lot of games for my PS4. I had the PSVR and a few other choice titles, but the PS I can honestly say didn't get as much love as like my other consoles and stuff. But they say this PS5 is going to be beastly. It's going to be something that's so powerful. It's just going to look like real life. Like you're just playing real life. I cannot wait to see what this looks like. To have specs of what it's going to have in it inside. In the links in the description. Check those out if you're interested. And yeah, man, this is going to be a hell of a powerhouse system. So pretty soon we'll be able to check out and see what they got lined up and start saving money for a PS5. I hope it just doesn't cost like over $7 million like the PS4 did. And with that, thank you so much, folks, for watching another Disaster Piece Theater. I appreciate it so much. And please leave a like and subscribe, share, toast, and we'll see you again on the next one. Thank you so much. Peace.